Well, good evening to you all. Hope you are well. Slight delay as usual due to tea preparation, and that's just something we're all going to have to live with. Alrighty, microphone is good. So, for those who don't follow along on the Discord, we are playing Frostpunk again this evening. So, this is the third session. Because I've immediately got the hiccups, that's great timing. Third session of Frostpunk, which is a sort of the world's gone to hell, it's got incredibly cold, and you've now got one generator and a bunch of survivors, and you need to keep them fed and warm, which is damn near impossible, but you've got to keep them less cold than dead, and then go and find some other survivors and this, that, and the other. So, I played it once quite a while ago when I first picked it up, because a friend of mine got it, and I was like, ooh, that looks good. Played it through on normal difficulty, and I think I did it on the first try, because it's on normal it is really a bit more like just discovering the story and so on. Then didn't touch it for ages, was doing other stuff, and then sort of came back to it for the stream, because I was like, oh yeah, no, it'd be good. And so we started a fresh game on the hard, or whatever it's called, hard difficulty. Not the hardest, I don't think. I'm almost certain it's not the hardest difficulty, but just on hard. And it was quite tricky. So on stream played it a couple of times, and first time I just got murdered. Second time was a bit more successful, and from that is where we're going to reload today, and have a look at Frostpunk. So, without further ado, let's load up. Now, I'm not sure where my face needs to be for Frostpunk. I need to start making a note of this. So, if I very quickly jump into YouTube, I can go back and find out where my face cam ended up. Ended up top left. Okay. So, here we are again with Frostpunk. Resume our story, which will hopefully be the correct save. I can't see why it wouldn't be, but you never know. Alright, so... Oh, interesting. Immediately... What? That doesn't look good. Well, crap. Evening, Scary. How's your day been? One of our people died. We're alone. Hope falls. That feels like it wasn't entirely my fault. What the hell's going on? Why is I load the game and immediately a riot starts. Like, that is just my luck. Had a bit of a crap day. Ah, that sucks. Holy shit, they weren't kidding when they said hope falls. They didn't say hope goes into... Ugh. Oh, sorry, no cursing on Twitch. It was human processed waste. Well, first of all, my channel has a definite no PG rating. You must be an adult, etc., etc. So you're totally safe for any and all cursing. Otherwise, I'd be doomed. And second of all, sorry to hear that. That's rubbish. Just overworked, or something went wrong, or. So, they're all dead. How will we survive here without any help? We have to go back to London. There's no hope for us in this frozen desert. People start to gather as news of the fate of Winterhome spreads throughout the city. Some of them want to drop everything and flee to London. Yeah, like, we fled from London, you knobs. Like, at least flee to somewhere that we don't know is fucked. Winterhome is the best thing that can happen to you. Steam cores and so on. Ah, right, okay. People are shaken, racked by fear and doubt. They've lost hope in our chances of survival. Desperation could quickly push them to commit reckless acts. You have to unite them behind a vision of the future. Decide now what will give them purpose and restore hope, or else our city will descend into the chaos that consumed Winterhome. So we've got the choice between order and discipline, or faith and spiritual strength. Well, if history have taught me anything, if you want to control a bunch of human beings completely and without any effort, faith is the way to go. So, House of Prayer. We can build one, we can sermon and start brainwashing some folk. People living about gather to pray, which will raise their hope, but you have to build 2 of them. Base heating 2 is good, 30 wood, 10 steel. Oh, you little bastards. Little bastards. However, getting our hope up seems decent. What's happened here? Sir, the doctor who was trying to improve radical treatment is here. He's reporting a breakthrough. It's certainly an unorthodox method, and my learned colleagues would be appalled at the experiments I had to perform. But it works. I expect the number of amputations to be halved. Woof. That's fantastic. Looks like we made a good decision at some point. I don't remember making it, but it's gone well. Let's pause briefly, because I feel like I'm getting a bit overwhelmed. I came into the game, and immediately about 18 things happened. So, tell me about your day, Scary. What was shit? Is it something that's gonna sort itself out, or is it an ongoing thing, or what's up? It doesn't sound great. Also, why are all of my buildings on absolute shoddy levels of efficiency? Is everybody in the hospital? What's going on here? So we've got 46 sick. We have got a lot of sick folk. What is going on here? Oh, no problem at all. No problem. So we've got 2 workshops full of dudes, so that is cracking along with our tech. We are doing a medical post upgrade. Well, that's good, because currently medical things are going to shite. Are the hospitals warm? Very good question. They are within acceptable levels, I would say. We've got a steam core on them, so yeah, they're all okay. I can't remember what happened to make this many people sick, but obviously I was trying to deal with it before we saved, because I just got the hothouses to solve the food issue, so now everyone's getting fed, and now I'm getting the medical post upgrade. What I could do... Barely serviceable, should be warmer. Chilly, low risk of getting ill. That's alright, isn't it? Is that shit? Light blue is meh. Right. Well, bad luck, because we haven't got a lot of options here. We're low on coal. We've only got about 16 hours of coal. I can't really do a huge amount about that yet. Now, where's my automaton? What's he doing? We've got 9 unemployed people for a start. More people will constantly get ill. Ah, I see. Well, first of all, while we're paused, let's see if we can get these guys dismiss. And now go back here and put in 1, 2, 3. So it looks like most of those are in treatment, so we can't do much about it, I don't think. Treatment, dismiss, dismiss, dismiss. And I presume that if we now put more kids in, yeah, then they're already in. No, it doesn't change much. So we just got too many sick people is basically the crack. So we need to build our house of prayer to get some hope going, but we definitely need to build some care facilities. Now, we did have one big ass care home that's just full of people, isn't it? But it's completely full. Aha. Jesus, we got a lot of amputees. Holy shite. Right. Okay. Factory and tech for getting them back to work. I think we're a long way off that. I think they're going to die before that happens. Also, I am real low on steel, on coal. Like, there are lots of things going wrong here, lads. We've got a sawmill going, so that's good. A resource depot. What's this? This is our beacon. Oh, that's the deados. Food. What are these? So is this gathering, and a thumper? Yeah, so that's our coal. Oh, this is the coal situation that I've just sorted out. I remember now. And then we've got two sawmills. So we've got two sawmills, a coal bit, we've got food sorted. Food's now really sorted because we've got double hothouse, double cookhouses. So our main concerns now are, what are these guys doing? They're bringing back a steam core. That seems good. Alright, I think we can get going again. So we've promised to build a care thing, and I think we're going to need to do one of those at the very least, because otherwise people are going to get real pissy with me. Insulation. Yeah, I think that sounds right. I think from a health point of view we need to get people a bit warmer. We don't have enough steel to make another one, but I think we've collected all the steel that we can. Are we now out of steel? Yeah, we'd need to make a steel works, and we don't currently have the ability to do so. What's happened here? The unconvinced want to leave. The Londoners. So scared they want to flee in 15 days. That's fucking specific. 2 weeks and a day. We're going to need the extra day. You say that faith will save us. Nonsense. What, are we going to pray for food when we start to starve? If we don't reach London, we'll end up like winter home. Fear may lead. La-di-da. Don't let the Londoners disrupt the city. Right, so we do need to get that church built nice and quick, and preferably get another one. One is fine. Well, that's good, because we've only got the money to build one, and probably that will be the case for a long while. We're out of food again, despite having 2 steam cores, 2 hunters' huts, and God knows what all invested in food. We're still low on food. Makes me laugh. How much is a new care house, just in case we need a second one? Nope, we need 5 steel. We're 2 steel short. We're never getting it. Ah, shit. Also, how much is another expedition crew? 5 workers, 40 wood, and... oh, we have to up the limit. We'd have to research it. Good news is we have got 10 technicians just pumping out some tech. So, no one is hungry or starving, so never mind the food. Right, good. I think I hoped, like, the amount of effort I put into solving the food crisis was unbelievable. So, if food isn't sorted now, then I have no idea how to sort that. One of my people died. Good. Good riddance. Fuck you. Weakling. Coward. Oh. Need an extra one here. Probably because he's dead. AFK cooking, yep, alright, no worries. You know where to find me. I'll be here killing people. Ooh, automaton. I've got him on my sawmill, do I? He's going to bring in far too much wood, I know that. Medical post upgrade, hurrah! So people now recover a bit faster, that is good news. So, heating seems to be the next thing. And heaters definitely seems to be a good idea. But in order to do that, we would kind of need some power. That costs us some steel that we don't have, that one as well. That's just going to cost us a bit of wood and then some coal. More scouts is an option. Honestly, I think our scouts are doing kind of fine. Not too worried about the scouts. We do not currently need any of this. Steelworks is something we are going to need. That's true. But if people start getting sick, when is our next cold wave coming in? We're sort of in one now, but it's going to last a good while. So the question becomes, do we want... welcome back. Do we want steelworks or those heaters? I don't think we need either of these, any of these three. I think that's all okay. But if we get heaters, we don't currently have the coal input to deal with it. I can always build... I can build another thumper and a couple of resource things and whack an automaton on there. That might do. So I think we can fix the coal problem. We can't fix the heat problem. Steel, while nice, is not absolutely essential yet. There's no other way to get steel though. Interesting. Resources, you need a steelworks. Well, yeah, that's what I was just thinking about. Because, like, I can go for heaters, which we do need because people are getting chilly, but I've got no steel and no way to get any more steel, and if I don't get the steel, I can't get the second church, or whatever else I'm going to suddenly need that requires steel. And then if the Londoners start getting really pissed off after that, that feels like a real big problem. So we're going to go with steelworks first, especially since it only costs us wood and we've got lots of it. And then I can go for some heaters, I think. My church is getting built, so that's good. Time for a tea break. No, Automaton is doing our... He's the one bringing in all of our wood. I think he's just going to sort out his battery or whatever. Yeah, he's going to this steam core to recharge his battery.
Night is coming. Put down your tools.
Right, night's coming. Let's crank out the overdrive, heat some people up. We need to try and bring down this sick number. Put him on the coal thumper. Yeah, but I mean, like, if people aren't collecting the coal that he thumps out, then it doesn't really matter, does it? Cold homes. Some people are pissy. So, if we say that, then discontent rises a little bit. If we offer to heat some homes, we have to start heating 0 of the cold homes. That sounds great. Let's do that. So, scouts have come back. Our church is up. Look at that. Boom. Scouts are back. What's happening here? So, coal mine. Or Winter Home. Let's go Winter Home. So yeah, have I missed something? Like, even if we put the automaton on the coal thumper, then yes, he would do it for 24 hours or whatever, but he'd just create a bunch of coal, but you need the 2 resourcing gathering posts to actually gather said coal. So it wouldn't actually fix our problem. And also, it looks like we've got coal sorted, because we had 16 hours. Did I use the church? No, I did not. It's a passive effect, it seems. Oh, we can do this, so we can do a sermon. Right, right, nice. So that just fixes hope ridiculous. Right, cool. Well, good. Discontent is low. Hope is slowly going up. Oh, shit. We should have built it near more houses. I didn't realise it was benefiting more from being near houses. To be fair, we did catch about half of them, so that's not that bad. But we'll build the second one over here and catch the rest. So, our scouts are on the way. Everything's good except for steel, but steel's getting sorted. Yeah. That sounds good. Do you mean I'll get another church or another active ability on the churches? To be honest, this is looking alright. Let's have a look. We're at minus 40, and yeah, everybody is nice and warm. This is good. What's that? Is that to turn that steam core off? We're not doing that. I think most people should not be getting more ill. We've now got the medical post upgrade, so people will be getting cured a bit faster. We could do with getting another care home, possibly, to deal with our amputees that are a bit fecked. Hang on a sec, we've got 5 engineers sitting about doing nothing. We could just build a fresh care home. What am I doing? Fucking madness. Get that built now. Too cold. Yeah, but once we get the generator range upgrade, or heaters, then it'll be able to work, right? So it's not going to do anything right now. Should I cancel that and build it somewhere else? Can I build it somewhere else? Can I build it somewhere, like, is there warm enough? I think there's warm enough. Let's cancel that. Cancel, build a road, pop it in, and build it there, and hopefully, yeah, that's warm enough. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I remember from playing it the first time, in-house heating was definitely a way to go. So they're going to build that and build some streets. Someone's dead. Who's dead? Lack of treatment. Fair enough, my bad. Pop an extra worker in there. Right, nobody... Oh, one person's hungry. 1 out of the entire lot. I'll live with it. What's this? What are you doing? Is that just one dude fucking off on his own? Is he just escaping? Someone shoot him. Evening Sea Knight. I am very, very well. Oh, God, what just happened there? Oh, okay. Right, I got a bit frisky with the mouse wheel. My mistake, my mistake. I'm having a great evening. I came back from work and I fell asleep on the tram on the way home. And I was like, right, this is the sign. This is the sign I needed. It's time for a snooze. Had an hour's snooze. And I was like, oh, I'm going to feel so, nice and rested. And that's going to be all great. Woke up and felt like crap. I was like, oh, God, I'm really tired now and I just want to go back to sleep. And then had to have dinner instead. So, but now, having had that snooze and got over the period, I now feel absolutely great. So, as long as you power through... I've powered through my power nap. I'll get boned. People join the Londoners. Yeah, well, once we've got this steelworks and a second church and we're pumping out the prayer fest and they don't get a chance, then they'll all shut up. Also, we've just got some more doctors. The sick number should go down. We've sorted out food. We'll get the church going. We'll get some heaters, and then almost certainly a natural catastrophe will happen and we'll get fucked. But in the meantime, we're doing okay. Now, why are we not fast forwarding through this? Oh my lord, we left that on. And we can now... What?
Work time.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that was very bad. Fuck buckets. Let's hold on. Right, I had to keep the houses warm, and by turning off the overdrive I immediately failed it. Right. Good news. Learning has occurred. Learning has occurred. Right, what's going on here? Are they all in treatment or something? That is mad. We've got a lot of sick folk. Not good news, not good news. How was your day, C-Knight? Jesus, that's a 2-day cooldown. We are going to need these boys to... Oh, no worries about it. No. I'm just going to be here saying stuff. Don't worry if you're not about. I do not take offence. Too many people dying and a promise broken. Yep, we're in a bit of trouble with the deados, aren't we? Anyway, hopefully we'll get this steelworks up, we'll crack it out, we'll stick the automaton over there because we've got enough wood at the minute, we don't need it, and actually, can we get cheeky? Can we get this automaton moving right now? No, because no one's going to build this steelworks, even though we've got it. No one's going to build it until they go off work, are they? Are we going to die before then? Ah, this is a problem. Okay, so first of all, let's get back off that. Let's go to there. Let's get the heating sorted, because we need people to heat up. Then we need a steelworks going right the fuck now. Which one is closer to a street? That one's coming from there. That one is closer. We need to street that up there to there. And then we need to get the automaton on it. So let's kick everybody out of there and turn it off, and then they will hopefully go straight to this and build it. Yep, that's worked. And then here we need to get this automaton off, and as soon as this is built we need to get it on again. Let's turn this on and put the automaton in here, not because we want him to, but it'll just get him walking over there and that'll save us a bit of time. Oh, he'll walk over to build it, will he, if he's unemployed? Right, let's turn this back off again then. Evening, Matthias. I am not doing very well. I'll be honest. Like, from a personal point of view, I'm doing great. From a Frostpunk, everybody's dying and very chilly point of view, not so good. As you may notice, hope is rather low, due to some deados. What? Why has that suddenly stopped? There were a bunch of dudes on it. Cheeky bastards. Oh, they're building the roads. Right. End of shift. We might have to whack this into overdrive again, keep everybody toasty. Neither am I, getting my ass handed to me by with the Huntress. Hang on. So this is one of those where, are you getting your ass handed to you by a Huntress or as the Huntress? Are you the killer? I'm going to whack the thing into overdrive because I think people being happy and warm is more important than my generator blowing up right now. You are the killer. Okay, so you actually wrote it correctly. Good. Unusual for you recently, but... discontent will rise. Yep, catch you in a bit. So So, I can either let discontent rise, promise a medical post I have no intention of doing, or make a promise that they're going to get treated, and that's going to be more difficult. I'm going to do that, let the discontent rise, and hope that we get away with it. Probably won't, but I certainly can't do any of the things that they want me to do, so... My Steamworks has got done. We can put the automaton in there to immediately get some steel going on, even at night, which is rather tasty. And now it's going. Sweet. So we've now got nobody working on a sawmill, so let's just put the people in there for now. What's happening here? The rebirth of faith. People have started to visit. There aren't many of them, but there might be something special. They really needed a proper place of worship. Glad to hear that. Can we do another sermon yet? No. As soon as we get enough steel, we're whacking another church down here and calling everybody to prayer. I know that. How much do we need to do that? Faith, faith, faith. House of prayer. 10 steel. As soon as we get 10 steel, boom. Church. We might need to build another steam core thing around the city, because we've kind of used up all of these two. So we might need to build another one. Probably... we need to keep it away from the snow pit, though. Maybe we could stick it over here so that these people working on this gathering post are also not freezing their tits off. Yeah, that might be good. Stick it somewhere like there. Start building up a new area here. Come on, man. 2 more steel and then we can get this church going up. Like the fucking hand of God. Please tell me it fits in that gap. Please. Please fit that gap. Fit the gap? Yes! Build it. Everybody build it immediately. Otherwise we're going to die horribly to this. How's the heat situation? Fairly toasty, fairly toasty. People pray in a chilly, but they can just pray for some warmth. That's all working well, good stuff. Alright, things are slowly coming back around. But we'll see whether it was too late or not, because we might have not quite managed this. What do I need to build next? What are we doing? Heaters. Yeah, heaters are good. They're going to help a lot. The House of Prayer is built and hope rises. Oh, it would be a sermon for all of it. Right, I see. That was good. That was a promise fulfilled and a church serving a lot of the houses that we have. That's good. So, how can we do more hope-raising things? Hope-raising, hope-raising. I suppose when those guys reach Winterhome, it's going to be too late. I think the only way we can do it is to get more people. We need to get another. I think we need to get another care house going. And it needs to be a certain warmth, I suppose. How do I get to see? If I do that, and then do this, and then do that, and that, I can't see. I can maybe put it there. Does it get... Genuinely don't know if that gets included. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to so I'll pause it for a sec. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to work out if there is anywhere that I can currently place this care house that will put it within the heat of any of these hubs, or so for example this hub has a little bit of space here, and I don't know how much of my care house needs to be within this space in order to benefit from it. Try now and move around the highlights. Okay, so here's the care house. Oh, I see. So that would be in the hub, but sadly it's in that building. So that is within the range of the church, but it's not within range of the hub. So I cannot put it in range of that hub, and I cannot put it in range of that hub, and I cannot get it in range of the main generator. So we're about to get heaters, so we just turn the heaters on and build it wherever. That's the new plan. So let's put it near the faithful. Fuck it. Right, moving on. Yeah, I think like the problem is that we've got a lot of people sick and all sorts of nonsense, and I just want to make sure that we've got somewhere to sort of look after them. I think one care house was not enough. It's already filled up with amputees. We've got far too many, so I need people to stop dying, because otherwise it's going to kill the little bit of hope that we have. I also... Oh, yeah, I can make a book of laws. My God. Purpose. Here we go. What's... Like, why can't I just look up here? Here we go. Shrines. They increase efficiency as well. Beautiful. Evening prayers. Evening prayers, blah blah blah. Well, we're doing that. We're doing that. Immediate hope.
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city.
Oh God, it costs food rations. We didn't know that. Tits. Oh, I can right click and move it about. Right, okay. Okay. So our generator is going to explode fairly soon, so I'm going to have to turn off this overdrive once people get back to work. Diddle-diddle-diddle. Everyone's going back to work. Ding dong, back to work.
Keep going. Time to earn your bread.
Right. We've got no one unemployed, and our coal production is going through the floor. Let's take the people off wood and put them over there for now. How long have we got? 23 hours, so we've got basically a day to do that. So if the guys at Winterholm know, because we're not going to, even if they do find something, that's not going to raise the hope of my city, because they're not going to find out about it. Shit. And we do not have enough coal to turn these heaters on in many places, even when we get them. This isn't good. Yeah. Thumpers are not good. Wall drills are the resource of choice. Yeah, I mean, we absolutely want to get this stuff. We just have to, you know, we needed the steelworks, then we needed the heaters, and now we need the, you know, it's always a question of what you need, isn't it? So this medical post is not doing a lot. Where are all my engineers? Are any engineers somewhere they shouldn't be? One of them's in here. Get out. In treatment, dismiss. And then off. And get another one in. Good. Are these engineers as well? Get out. Workers in treatment. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. And then get some engineers in. Good. And then we can just put the rest in there. And there. Right. So heaters research. Someone's died again. Good-o. So we are going to now need resources, because we're just going to need coal, and we're going to need decent coal. And is that wall drill? No, that uncovers trees. Don't give a damn. Charcoal and kiln uses intense heat to char up to 70 wood, producing coal. Could be decent. Could be decent. But ideally, what we'd like is a steam coal mine. But we're never going to get to that because we'd have to get drafting machines and this, that and the other. We just don't have the... we don't have the capacity to do that right now. So, bunkhouses will keep people warmer and less dead. I'm in favour of that. We've already got the generator power. I'm back, 4-man the fuckers getting flamed by Germans. You never know, they might be Austrians. Called it. So, another scout group. Honestly, I don't think that is our priority right now. I think... What? Faster gathering in general. 15% faster? From coal piles, wood crates, steel wreckage, whether using gathering posts or not. Right, but nobody is gathering from coal piles anymore unless a coal thumper creates an actual coal pile. It does. It does. So if we want to increase coal efficiency by 15%, we could take the faster gathering. But that's only going to help us for as long as we are using the coal thumper, which means that... But, I mean, the coal mine is a long way off. I think we probably take that unless we... Are we going to need bunkhouses anytime immediately? Or do we just start doing drafting machine? We'd need 25 steel. We're close to 25 steel. Let's take the gathering, do it quickly, and then go to the next level. I tunneled like a bastard. Well, if you tunneled someone that didn't have... Like, did you get the feeling that they didn't have decisive strike, and the way that they played led you to believe they didn't have it, and therefore you tunneled them down to get the kill, and then to be able to put pressure on with, like, pop goes the weasel? Because if you did that, then, in my opinion, that's just correct. Like... People say, oh, you shouldn't tunnel, you tunneled, that's why you lost, ha ha ha. And it's like, well, okay, I see your point. Like, often, tunneling does lose you a game, but there are situations when it's correct. There are situations when you need to tunnel them because you've identified a weak link, you've identified someone without decisive strike, you've identified that you can bring them down to 3 survivors, and that means that every time that you've got one hooked, you've got one of them that needs to deal with it and one of them that can be on a generator. So they're only doing one person on a generator at a time. You constantly find someone and kill them, and then you pop the weasel. I think pop the weasel makes a big difference, really. All right. Help the amputees, a proud man. Sir, one of our men insists on living in the street. We've brought him to you so that maybe you can talk some sense into him. Look, sir, everything I have ever had, I earned myself. I'd be damned if I take up a space under a roof when I have no way to pay for it. And since I've lost my hand, I can't work, so that's that. He turns to leave, but hesitates and sighs. There were homes for people like me in London. I just built a care house, didn't I? I just literally just built one. Hope will rise. Right, well, I've got to do it because I need hope to rise. Jesus, both of these care houses are full. We actually do need a third one. Mother of God. Well, at least it'll get us some hope. Can I do prayer yet? Yes, I can. Boom. Oh, that is close. We almost got it. Tiny bit more hope and we'll get the 15%. That is good. Yeah, hope is on the ropes. Hope is right on the edge here, lads. Also, my generator is quite badly overdriven, and we won't be able to keep it on for the whole night, so... Oh, but we've now got heaters! So, let's...
Workday ends. It's off time.
Wait, now, question. Do I have to turn all the heaters on and off every single... Like, so when they stop working in one of these places, is the heater still on? Because I want to turn all these heaters off now that they're not working there. Anybody know? The question is, so I've turned all of these heaters on in order to get these people to stop freezing their tits off, but now the workday has ended and I really can't afford the coal to get them to leave all the heaters on. So do I have to manually go around and turn all these heaters off again, or do they sort of automatically turn off at night? I have to turn them off. Right, okay, so off, off, off. The care home is still treating people, so I'll leave that one on. What's this? Medical post. Yeah, bollocks to you. The heat hubs have timer settings. Medical post leaves on all times. What, so if I do that, yeah, but that's going to turn off the whole bloody area. We need that on. We do not need that lot on. Look at it without the heat overlay. Okay, just give me 1 second because I'm just trying to familiarise myself. So if I now click on that, creates a small heat zone. 24-hour workday. Or 10-hour workday. So... Alright, okay. Now, I've got Steam level 2, so I could pop that on. But I think my coal would run out. Let's try it. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Looks like coal level 2 is fine. So let's put ourselves on. We've blasted up the coal. Now let's check the heat situation. It's not great, is it? Cold homes. Let's heat some homes. We can't afford them to get pissed off with me anymore right now. Right, so we've just heated an absolute shit ton of homes because we've knocked the steam level up to 2. So theoretically, as long as we don't put that down to 1 for any reason, then that one should be complete and it resolves in a day and we get that. Now we need to build the second care house, which we've done. Hope rises. Gets us above the 15. Yes! Yes! Nailed it! Woo! Alright. Now, Londoners are fucking us pretty hard. And by that I mean I'm fucking myself pretty hard and the Londoners are taking quite fair advantage of it. And we need to stick as many people on this coal as we can because we've just increased our spending of coal quite significantly. That's turned off. Good. Steelwork. So the cold stuff is being done by the automaton. This is currently... We'll switch this off. We've not got quite enough people on food now. Our food has gone down a smidge. Is that a third workshop? Have I got 3 workshops going? Crazy bastard. Why have I done that? I've got too many people working at medical posts as well. Well, actually, no, I don't. I've got 48 people sick. And no, I've got 90 odd people sick. Jesus H. Christ, Simon. Okay. Right, well, let's just panic for a bit, because I think that's the most useful thing to do at this point. Ooh, can we do some prayers? Pray! And also destroy the ears of any headphone listeners. Right. How long? They've got 8 hours to get to Winterhome. I feel like we're right on the edge. We're on the edge. We could either bring this round or just spiral it down into death and decay. Let's bring a load of workers out of this hunter's hut and put them in a hothouse. It feels like we've got these massive food producing structures for a reason, and it was not to sit there empty. Now, have we got any engineers somewhere that they shouldn't be? Yeah, one there. Stick him in there. You go there. Right. So, that's good. That should sort out the food situation again. We now need engineers to do medical jobs as much as possible. 3 engineers, so I can pull 1 out of there. Where else have we got engineers doing shit that they shouldn't be? Theoretically, we should pull some out of the workshop. It is less important than being a doctor. And then we get a full medical post. Hey! Do I see what's coming in 3? Oh, we're fucked! We're completely fucked! We are doomed. Doomed! So, we're currently getting faster gathering, which will help solve this coal situation. Yeah, the end of this run is quickly approaching. The overdrive is going down a bit, so that's good. We can use that when the moment comes. A little bit. We can take 3 workers out of there, put 3 workers in there, and turn that off for now. Actually, that doesn't make any sense. Let's put none in there, all in there, because this one's warmer, it's closer to the steam hub. Turn that one off, turn that one back on. Then the Londoners gain some followers because they're bastards. We seem to have gained some more people, so it's probably some kids have been born. Promise broken. You promised them warmth. You broke your promise. Hope falls. Oh, we ran out of coal, and now we just get uber fucked. Oh! Oh, that couldn't have gone wrong. That couldn't have gone worse. That's the end. That's the end. Thanks very much, everybody. Thanks for coming. Whoo! We're fucked. Generator shuts down. Everybody freezes their tits off. But the scouts have reached Winterhome, don't worry everybody, everything's fine.
Get moving.
Right. Explore. Oh, I didn't mean to click that fast. An outpost can be set up delivering wood. Send an outpost team. We don't have outpost teams. That's not a thing. What's that? Freshwater springs, don't give a damn. Coal. Yeah, go to the coal mine. In case by some miracle we survive this. Right, more people. Get them all on coal immediately, because we don't need anything else. We just need lots of coal. No, that's a lie. We do need lots of things, but coal is most definitely one of those things. Let's put none of them on there. All of them on there. Let's go. Faster gathering. Good. Our coal supply should have just got about as good as we are ever going to get it. Now then, everyone's going to freeze their butts off in a few minutes, so let's get the bunk houses and try and keep everybody alive. Seems unlikely, but why not give it a go? We can turn this off for a second. We're in full panic mode. How many heaters have I got active? Almost none, and yet we still can't get enough coal. Good lord. I'm turning the heaters on in the care houses anyway, because otherwise we're fucked, and we need people to be alive in order to get the coal. So, fill up these coal producing places as much as possible. Find anyone who's in treatment. Dismiss. Dismiss. Put some kids in, put an engineer in, just get me coal. I think we should probably take all of these out, stick the automaton in, so off, put the automaton there so that we can get coal through the night, put workers out there for steel, put an extra on there, see if the faith thing has any. Nope, we can't do any more faith nonsense. Put the generator down a level. Put the medical post heaters on to try and get people alive as much as possible. What's that? Gathering posts? Fuck 'em. Where do we not need people quite so much? Oh, we just had a bunch of kids. That was good. Now, where are my engineers all sitting? Two of them are out here, so we'll get those out of there, stick them back to become doctors, then get some workers in there. Yes! Good. More children in the thing. We need more workers there. What's this? Steel. We don't really need that much steel, but it's good to have a little bit trickling in.
Workday ends. It's time off.
So that's going to last 5 hours. Let's overdrive it. Oh shit, I didn't realise we had laws. No, you should tell me when my laws are ready to be signed. Faith Keepers. Most devoted... so you can ask them to break up protests. They reduce discontent. You have to build the seat of the Faith Keepers. Seems good. What's the temple? Raises hope. Discontent falls. Raises hope and comforts the discontented. That all seems good. But 40 steel. Jesus H. Christ. What does this need? 40 steel as well. Good lord. Let's get the temple signed.
Listen, everyone. New law.
Holy hell, that is a big structure. Does it need to be... Does it benefit if it's like next to some stuff, or... Yeah, fuck it, we're building it there. Some more workers. Well, where can we take a worker out of to put it in there? What's happened? Holding an evening prayer, praying, laughing, breathing. Oh, great, good. Can I get some hope, please? And also, all this hope and everybody being all happy, that's not going to last long when this coal runs out in about 5 hours, is it? Oh no, the coal isn't going to run out because I've got an automaton working all night. Ah ha ha! Right? Yes. Yes! I mean, we're still fucked when that happens, but meanwhile, we can speed things up a bit. Temple's been created, hope goes up. Can you click the pile? There you go. 260 odd. So we've got enough just to last us through the night, I think. Writing on the wall, deface the walls, troubling, blah de blah, send a cleric. Yeah. Reach the coal mine, explore to get me lots of coal with any luck. The coal mine was in operation, it's not running now, but there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. Perhaps the mine was simply extracted its quota or filled the loading bay. We could retrieve plenty of raw materials if we took the machinery apart. Only resources will be able to restart the mine later on. Or we get a bit of wood that we don't need, 2 steam cores, 200 steel that we don't massively need. I think we're going to go long term, which is hilarious because we're about to die in all likelihood, but I feel like that's better because then we can go and get that thing started up. So we've got some more workers. Let's make sure we've got Maxim on the thumper because we're going to need them as much as possible. No, don't put an engineer in the fucking... I've got engineers, right. Engineer there, a couple of engineers there. Engineer there, if we've got another one. No, we don't. Right. So once we get to 8 o'clock, we can turn the overdrive off.
Work time. Get back to work.
Prayers. No, we're currently we're shit out of prayers. We haven't got a prayer. Right, we got a few more people either healed or whatever. What, they're on different cooldowns? No, they're on the same cooldown. But the temple might be able to do something strange. Oh, we can do a ceremonial thing, but we need food rations to do it. Alright. bunkhouses. What do they cost? 20 wood, 10 steel, so we can only make like 2 of them anyway. Food seems to be a massive issue as well. Well, yeah. What we've got is a combination of several massive issues. That's like the good news is that there is some coal and some steam cores coming home. Yeah. So at least the coal situation might not be quite so ball-knittingly awful, but oh, we can get an extra guy in there, nice, and then we can hopefully get the in-treatment worker out and then stick a fresh engineer in. Yes, good. And then we can put some more people on steel because we're going to need it to upgrade these bunkhouses. Oh, and we can get another fresh research. So we don't nearly have enough resources to actually do anything with most of this. Generator range won't help us much. We don't need a depot because we've got no resources to actually store. Hunter's gear, just get more food from the hunters thing, I suppose. It's the only thing we can afford to research, so we may as well research it, I guess. People have had some kids, that's good. Get them straight in the food places. Now, the good news is that we can, at any moment, put the generator up to level 2 and activate, found crying, we approached him, thought my faith died, now I'm ready to face it, enter the temple, good news, glad. As soon as we get some food, we need to feed some people rather than having ceremonial services. Some Londoners may mend their ways. It's tempting. We could feed people, or we could do it quick service. Fuck everybody who needs to eat. Discontent straight down. Look at that. Right. What did I just build? I'm pretty sure I just built something a minute ago. Oh yeah, it was a couple of tents into bunkhouses or whatever. Yeah, we can upgrade some more tents, why not? Let's do it. And by tents, I mean a tent. These guys bringing in some coal makes me very happy. Very, very happy. I don't know about anyone else, but I thought this game was over about 20 minutes ago. I can't believe. I mean, it probably was. Like, it probably is and was, but the do you know what you're missing to escape this cold? An eternally running, maintenance-free train. If you managed to carry that run through, I owe you loads of rum.
Workday ends. It's off time.
Cold homes, let's eat some homes. I should have just ignored that one, actually. That was stupid. I should have told them to get fucked. Because there's no way I'm going to be heating homes. How are we doing? A couple of them are doing alright. Everybody else is fooked. How much coal do I have? I've got 9 hours worth of coal. He's going to go and gather a bit more in a minute, and then in 10 hours a load of coal's going to arrive. Fuck it, I'm putting the thing up to level 2. Now we've got 5 hours of the coal, but again, if he keeps bringing it in, then we might just about make that. So we've managed to keep homes warm, so as long as we don't run out of coal. Didn't research the range upgrade. No, I didn't. I didn't think that was massively important. Like, everybody's within the steam hubs. Like, look at them, they're toasty. As long as I can get enough coal to keep this going, then they should be okay-ish until that comes and then the game ends. Steam hubs are expensive. You mean in terms of coal cost? Oh, right, okay. Well, I mean, they kind of need to be on anyway, I think. I don't think we can avoid that. Could dismantle some of these buildings that I'm not using, but I get the impression that if we want a chance to actually win rather than just hold on. Going into lurk mode. No worries at all. See you later. Have a good one. I don't want to put the thing into overdrive because I'm going to need to put it into overdrive the moment that that happens. And even though I think we're a bit fucked now, we're going to be a lot more fucked if I don't keep that going. So yeah, the coal situation seems to just kind of dwindlingly hold until these boys come back with a lot of coal. That's the idea. Another act of vandalism. Send the cleric out again. Three hours to this is going to be really tight. The cleric was. We'll pray for him. So we need to get the Faith Keepers now. But for that we're going to need some steel, which we don't have. 3 coal, 2 coal, we're fucked, aren't we? Oh god. I should have put it down to 1. I should have put it down to 1. I fucked it. So, where do they go? If they go there, they could build an outpost. But so we need an outpost team. But I mean, they're not an outpost team. They're just scouts, right? So send an outpost team. And again, we could send an outpost team to get wood from there. So we just have to send these guys to there or there. Yeah, bollocks. Send them there, see what happens. Right.
Work time. Get back to work.
Evening, Cricket. This run is doomed right there. As soon as that hits, we are fucked. And then we will start again. But I'm trying to learn as much as I can from each run. So if I want to get there, I need an outpost depot. I don't nearly have enough steel to do so. So we're just going to go with that, but we don't have the steel even to get that. So we're going to have to hold on for a second for that. Meanwhile, we're going to need Faith Keepers signed.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
And in order to build that thing, we're going to need 40 steel that we again do not have. Oh lord. I think we can just speed this up and wait for the end. Because it's coming right there. Woman in despair. Perhaps you'd agreed. Discontent. I did what I had to do. Hope falls. Discontent rises. No, fuck 'em. Okay. No, we're in trouble here. This is all not going well. Anyway, generator range upgrade. I can't imagine. The coal used by the generator is doubled. Sweet baby Jesus. We cannot afford that. We cannot afford that. Maybe we can. Let's find out. Let's learn. As I said, this run has already kind of gone to shit. Let's keep it moving quickly. We don't want to waste everybody's time. So my coal situation seems to have been marginally improved. We're stockpiling a bit so that when it goes cold, we can whack this up to 2, overdrive and hope. That's the plan. And see if we survive through it or not. I need to build... I've got 3 days to build a peacekeeping thing. A few are persuaded. Let him speak. Yeah, send the clerics. Always send the clerics. We've got so many people sick, it's untrue. So... got some more people. We are going to need more coal, I guarantee it. Templars influence some people, that's good. Let's do some sermons. Bit of hope, nice. Build and man the Faith Keepers. So we're going to have to get this. We're going to have to get that going, otherwise we're screwed. But I think we're screwed anyway. We've got too many problems here. Steam cores. I don't know what to do with these steam cores. Like, I don't have enough things to spend them on immediately. Well, some good news for once. That is nice. I mean, it's about to get a lot worse, so always good to get some good news first. Like that, for example. The Londoners gain more followers. Bastards. Oh, that's 52 people. Right, I see. Okay. Work time coming in. And now everything goes down to shit. So, we whack the generator up. We put it on overdrive. We'll go in and turn any heaters on that were not on.
The work shift starts.
Make sure we've got as many doctors as possible, because my god are we about to need them. And we're one day away from our scouts reaching somewhere handy, so that's good. Reach the American camp, we get some steam cores and steel, take the resources, good. I don't think we know, I think we do need steel, I think we need steel really badly, so let's get them back home so that I can build that thing of the faith. Yeah, they'll come back within 13 hours, then I can build the faith keepers. Any faith stuff can go on, need food rations to do that, don't currently have them. Some kids in the cookhouse. Speed it up again, see how doomed we are. Generator range upgrade also managed. Let's do it. Range setting 2, yeah baby. Has that helped in the slightest? I have no idea. So we can research something new. More scouts, not particularly interested. I think we do need to get... Like, we've got everything that we need. Just had your first hag game. Alright. How'd that go for you? Pretty slow and inevitable. I'm in a bit of trouble, I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, I thought the game would be over by now, and the fact that it isn't is, you know, slightly pleasing. Cold homes. I'm going to just let the discontent rise because I can't deal with it. Temple has done its job. Marvellous. And the scout makes it back with the steel, which means that I can then build the faith keepers. Sweet. Get extra people on steel because we need it. Now we're going to have to build some more bunk houses. Because we need these people to warm the fuck up. Someone died. Bad news. Not much I can do about it. Book of Laws. Righteous denunciation. Occasionally lowers discontent, occasionally recovers small amounts of resources, but discontent will rise immediately. Fine, done.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Wow, that raised discontent a lot. We don't have the Faith Keepers yet. We were just too slow with it. Unfortunate. Oh, we're out of coal. That means we're super, super dead. Generator's shutting down and it's minus 60. We are dead. People are eating raw food. Yeah, it's happened. It's happened. That's the end. Oh, and I forgot to turn off the overdrive as well, so it's about to blow up.
Go to work. Lord be with us as we labor today.
Oh, we're so screwed. Turn back on. Wow, a lot of people are sick now. We are right on the edge of our tits here. Even if we make it to that, we finally get this little up bit where it's like, oh, it's a bit warmer, and then boom, 3 levels down. It's just like, oh, screw you. Steam hub needs more steel, so we can't stop these people from freezing their arse off. This thing is just about staying online, but it won't for long. Crafting machines. Okay, so we can get an outpost depot and then send them over to get the coal sorted. I think that's going to be the fastest way to solve our coal issues, and nothing else matters as much as that does. So that's what we're doing.
Time to rest. Remember those who work overtime in your prayers.
Restless group. Disperse the crowd, fuck 'em. Everybody's dying. The generator is off. Faith Keepers need to silence them, except we don't have any Faith Keepers. Everybody's dying. We'll just speed it up and let it finish. Dead, dead, dead. 3, 2, 1. long does it take to actually lose? Like, I assumed we'd just lose immediately when we got full discontent and bottom hope. Anyway, right, let's save some time. Let's quit and start a fresh one. So we select the new home, we customize the scenario, and we put everything on hard. We start, and we'll see if we can learn from our lessons there. Cool. Alright. So I've already forgotten all the stuff that we did at the start of the game, so, you know, learning lessons already going like a treat. So let's get max on there. We need wood. I know we need a lot of wood early on. And we'll put 5 on there for now. Just get me all the wood, fuck it. Because I know that we need to build a lot of tents. And immediately we'll get the child labour going.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
That gives us 15 more people to put to work. We put them straight on coal. Okay. There's your 8 tents. There's your medical post. And then let's get so they should build everything we need. And we're gonna need food soon. Build it out there. And build that street out to there. And we find out where our engineers are being held. We put 5 of them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Off wood. Cheating is off. Yeah, that's not great. Let's turn it on and overdrive it immediately. Try and stop people from being sick. I think we need to get the beacon as fast as possible. And that should get everybody employed. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Okay. I think that's a fine enough start. We can even overdrive that just to make damn sure. Well, I don't think we need to do that. No, not really. So we can introduce a new law immediately. Don't think we need to sign that yet. So that's for if we're fucked for food, which we might be at some point. Don't care about that. We might want that. Let's sign that.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
We've got a bit too many people. A few too many even on this, so we'll put 5 people on food gathering. We definitely need wood. 5 on steel's okay, you never know when you're going to need it. 3 are sick, 5 are being dealt with. We're going to need another medical facility soon. How's the temperature? Everyone's kind of okay. Back to work as quickly as possible so we can start researching.
Time to earn your bread.
Which is the beacon. Oh, we need... $20 wood and 35 steel. I thought we just needed 10 wood to start actually. There are no buildings available. Why are there no buildings available? Because it's not adjacent to a street. Scold the kid for being careless. God, I wish these streets would get built. Let's knock 5 workers off just so that they go and build this stuff that we need. And they can build my second medical post as well. So is that connected now? Right, good. So we wasted a lot of time with that lack of streets and just not quite getting the resources quite right. That's a bit of a pain in the ass. That cost us quite a lot. But if we can keep people from being sick with these 2 medical posts, that will be great. Where are some engineers? Here. Take them all off, put them in there, and that should get some people healed. We've got 10 people not doing anything. We've got 30 on wood, that really should be enough. Let's put them all on coal. Take them all off coal, put them all on wood, food even. And away they go. Right, they're getting hungry, I presume. Family torn apart, don't care. Food cookhouse needs to be hot. Cannot currently be hot. We'll pop it there and hope. Build a beacon, rescue the frog. Yeah, well, we're already working on it, don't you worry. Can introduce new law, lovely. People are going to be pretty... What's this? Extended shift. We'll cause discontent, don't give a damn. Right.
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city.
So how do I... Emergency shift... Yeah, 24 hours, bastard. Fuck it, do it. Let's get this beacon up. Fast. And then we want to get gathering posts, right? So one out there and road it. And that'll get us the wood and the steel. And then, what's happened here? Protective mother, refused to let her, we won't make an exception. Oh, will rise. Nope, don't give a damn. And then the next one would be another gathering post here, right? And we want it to just catch that steel pile, which means there. To road that, we have to go there. Okay. So that'll hopefully get everybody building our road and gathering post and everything.
Get going. Time to earn your bread.
So then we can take everybody off there and put 5 in. And we can take, I don't know, 5 kids out of there, stick them in a gathering post. Like that. And then we do need a cookhouse because everyone's getting hungry. Let's take 5 off of that, put them in there, and then they can start cooking. And we'll take all the kids off there so that they get this thing building. And then I can take some of the people out of this and put them into a workhouse, at the gathering post at least, so they're not getting so cold. There we go. Okay. So everything's going, we just need this beacon to get done. Which wood crates got depleted? These ones. So now this will be a steel and wood sort of effort. We're collecting at about the right levels, I would say, ish. So I'm not too tempted to go too fast in any direction. There, we've got everything that we need except for food. Food is a big problem. So we've now just got another dump of people. I think a second hunter's hut. And then fill it with those 15 people will help us solve the food situation. Beacons researched. Immediately build it as soon as we get the steel for it. We've not quite got that yet, unfortunate. So, tech tree. Steam hubs are really handy, but honestly, I think getting to the next level and getting that was more important, so maybe faster gathering just right now. Let's just nail the faster gathering. I think it was really stupid not to get that early last time. In any game, build your economy, I guess.
Workday ends. It's time off.
Time off. So we just fill that up. We've got 10 people unemployed. So where do we need them? I think we need them on, very briefly, we need them on steel. But we should not put them on that steel because it will use up the gathering post steel, so we'll put them over here. Pump up the steel. Faster gathering was already researched. Wow, that 24-hour thing is really good. So we will eventually need a sawmill. Coal thumper's not necessary right now, but sawmill will be. Hunter's gear, get the food issue sorted out. I think food issue is the next thing we need sorted. If people are hungry, they are not going to... they're going to get sick, and we just need to stop that sickness cascade that seemed to screw us last time. Time to pass a law. Have to build a cemetery. Each burial will keep people from work, but there's no risk of disease. Hope will rise. Hope's not an issue right now, so I'm not that bothered about that. Discontent will rise. Hope will rise. But that gives us the possibility to go for radical treatment. I'm going to need to do that eventually, so I'm going to do it now because I don't care about the hope and discontent. So it's a good, like, we can just use the law timer, as it were, to do that. It's about to get very chilly, so we'll use the overdrive to get ourselves through the worst of that. And then we'll see.
Wrap up well. The frost is here.
So everyone's about to get mighty chilly, not good. We should not be going for this hunter's gear, should we? We should abort and go for heaters. So the cookhouse is currently inoperable. That's going to be really bad in a day or so.
Move! Time to get to work.
We've now got the beacon possibility. So we can take those guys off. They can just immediately build that thing and the road for it, and that'll get our scouts out a lot earlier than we had them last game. We can go and get them retrieving stuff as quickly as possible. We need to go and get that automaton and a few other bits. New people are coming in, it would seem, so that's nice. Or are they just the people that were working on these? I don't have anybody working on these, so I'm not sure who these people are or where they're coming and going, but not going to complain. We don't seem to have any new people, because otherwise we'd have to build tents for them, wouldn't we? Interesting. What's happened? Double rations for kids. No. Beacon built. So we've got our... oh no, we don't have our scouts. So we need to get a scout team together, for which we need 40 wood. God damn, we're close. Let's stick an emergency shift on. That pretty immediately should get us the wood. There it is. Scout team, and away they go. So, Lost Expedition can go first, I think. So that's good news. We're gonna force the workshop to just keep going, because I'm gonna really try and pump out which gathering post was just depleted. This one. Okay, so I'm gonna dismantle the building. And then build a fresh one once we've got the wood back. We're going to need to research sawmills very soon. Get that built for now, and then we'll finish it up when we've got a bit more wood. One more wood and we can get that street built, I think. Possibly two, not sure. I think the extended shift should allow me to finish off that heaters even when the workday ends. I think they'll make it.
Finish your labors, people. The workday.
What's happening here? First death. Open the book of laws. Corpse disposal. Need 5 hours, so we'll deal with that later. What's happened here? Child dies of overwork. Hope will rise. That sounds good. Now we can overdrive the heater, stop people getting sick. Heater's researched, so we can get the heater on in there, and that'll allow food construction to carry on. Research goal not set, because we've just done the heaters, okay. We don't need steam hubs just yet. I think we're going to need sawmill next, for which ironically we're going to need wood. Someone's in treatment, so we can get rid of them. Pop a fresh guy in, and that'll keep the efficiency up. Once this one gets done, we get to put 10 people in. Have we got the tech yet? Nope, we still need a little bit more wood. There's a bunch of wood crates there, so they really should get going. We can put maximum in there. Stick a kid in as well. We've got 4 kids. We just need wood, so let's just get them working. Bugger it. Come on, get us the wood. Oh, we're not in work time. That would explain it. Right, they've reached the lost expedition, so they're going to find the survivors. I'm not that bothered if they don't make it. I want to just get going to the next place, and we'll see who makes it back alive. Best of luck, gentlemen. Overdrive's getting us through this night very healthily, I'm hoping. People are getting sick, but we've got the capacity to treat them. Slap the overdrive off, let that rest for the night.
Get back to work.
Dismiss the ones that are in treatment. the children in. Put all the kids into the building and put the adults out in the cold. Now we can get that sawmill going, because this wood is going to run out very soon and we are going to be in a world of pain. We're kind of forced to put our sawmill out here, even though we'd like to have it there. We can't. I don't think we can get rid of that steel in time. We have a lot of food. Like a lot. You know what? I'm going to take all those off, stick them on that steel, and see if I can get that steel out and done before we get the sawmill. And then I can build the sawmill here, and then I need much fewer road segments to get the wood. And I don't think our food situation's a problem at all. I think that second hunter's hut was a bit preemptive. Quite soon we're going to get the scouts and stuff doing their bits, and that's good. So they've reached the shelter, they can take the resources. A lot of wood and a steam core and 100 food. Jesus, that's a lot. The steel bridge is where the automaton is, I'm pretty sure, so we'll send them straight there. That is unbelievably important. Survivors make home. So we can put all those into food because we're going to need it, and then we're going to need another set of tents. That's not a very residential area, so let's go here. Oh, we do not have the resources for that. How are those people hungry? We've got so many food rations. Why are they not eating? Or is it just because they've just arrived from the boat or whatever and they're... Not sure. So the fact that we've now got a lot of people just arrived means I can stick them all on... I will leave a few of them unemployed to actually build stuff. But the ones who are in treatment... No, it doesn't look like that's worked.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
Wow, that was a lot of discontent for doing that. Because they're all going to eat. Great, so we've done that. And then... it's not even helped. Right, we're doing soup.
New law. A new law has passed.
let's just try and stop people getting sick, because, yeah, there you go, they're going to start getting sick. So they've reached the bridge. Automaton, fantastic. Send it to the city, of course. Go to the convoy. Hope Falls, bit of a shame. Frostbite, unfortunate. But we need to get this cleared so that we can put the sawmill there once that gets done. Oh, that's very, very kind, Robin. You are a scholar and a gentleman. Linked subscribes for 3 months in a row. Hang on. 3 months? You beauty. Thank you very much. Does that mean... Hang on a sec. Just bear with me. This is not an ego stroke. Does that mean that you were already a subscriber for 2 months and you've just resubscribed for your 3rd month? Or does that mean that you've like one-off done a 3-month thing? Because I don't know how that works out. But let me just whack you as a subscriber in the Discord. You can't say yes when I offer 2 possibilities, you penis. Okay. And by you penis, I mean you wonderful subscriber. Thank you very much. Right, okay. Well, you now have your lovely purple colour. Enjoy. And you will have an emote once it actually... Oh, I wonder if that emote got done. Let's just have a little look and see if it got accepted. Stream manager, blah, blah, blah. Preferences. Affiliate. Emotes. No, it's still pending. Fuck. So an emote is on the way. We're just waiting for it to actually get confirmed. Oh, my dog is an amazing emote. Bravo. Is it work time? Yes, so we can turn the overdrive off, save the generator a bit of pain and suffering. We are going to need... We've got a lot of steel and stuff. I think that's all okay. Food is a problem. Let's get the hunter's gear immediately. Let's get soup on the go. Good news, soup is on the go. Now we are going to need a medical post ASAP, which means we need to get this fucking steel gone. There we go, it's gone. That gets us the sawmill, which wants to be... Does it matter? No, about there seems perfect. Let's get the road in. We don't have enough... Ironic, we don't have enough wood to get a road to the wood mill. Just speed through for a second, and now we can build it to there. There we go. Oh, but to answer your question truthfully, are we dead yet? Yes. So during this stream, my previous attempt that was started in the last weeks, or last year actually, just failed miserably, and so now we've just started again. And attempting to die a bit less this time. Not a lot less, just a bit less. We've got quite a few homeless, and that is costing us... Let's get 2 more tents in. That's going to need roads as well, isn't it, you little roady bastards? There we go. Right, we get 10 people in there. We can then get everybody off these wood crates out in the middle of bloody nowhere. And then they'll hopefully stop getting so bloody ill. Then we need, I think we've still got 14, yeah, so even if we build, no, if we build both of those tents, everyone should be homed. So now we just need another medical post. We've reached a convoy, we find some survivors. Don't give a damn if they die, send them, go to the weather station. We're doing some quick and dirty scouting here, ladies and gents. I just keep looking over and seeing that "oh my dog" emote. That's a fantastic emote. Right, we can pass a new law, so let's jump on that like white on rice. Corpse disposal sounds good.
Everyone. New law is signed.
So we just need to whack a snow pit out in the middle of nowhere. As long as it doesn't get too warm, we'll be alright. So I think here will do. I don't think I'm going to warm that up much, so that should sort out our corpse disposal elements and lore elements. The automaton's coming back soon, so that's great news. Go and get him on some coal, maybe. We have a lot of people not doing much. I think we want to get this additional medical post going. But I can't currently heat it up very well. So this gathering post is done. We can dismantle it. And then we may as well build a fresh one then. Pop it out here. Road into the centre and we get another little outpost going. The automaton will arrive in about a day.
Workday ends. It's time off.
This game, for some reason, I really want to focus on trying to get the generator range so that I don't have to build 2 steam hubs. I just want to get range. So we've got the snow pit done. That's getting dismantled. We seem to have food just about like on the edge of being okay, but we've got an unbelievable number of people unemployed right now. So let's crank them all out on coal. Why not? So that's done. Can we do that? No, we need 50 more wood. Holy crap. We might need a second sawmill here. So we've put that way. How do I check what I've got like on overtime and stuff? Have I got heaters available? If I do, I can just put it on. It's under construction. This is cold, doesn't have any food. They're getting that coal, but they could just get a sawmill. If I get enough wood, if I get 10 wood, I can build another sawmill out here. And that should sort things out a bit. So that, I can put that on and then put 5 engineers, and then we get an extra medical post. Nice. Where are my current medical posts? Here. Let's put the heaters on in both of them. Try and stop people getting so sick. And we're on night time. Let's overdrive it. Just try and bring down the sick numbers a little bit. Now we've got enough wood. We need 50 to get to the next level. I think we ignore that and go for... We don't need steelworks right now. We've got hunter's gear. We're going to need a coal thumper at some point. We just are. So we could start getting that. I'm going to try and avoid steam hubs. We're going straight to generator range if we possibly can. So yeah, we'll take coal thumper now. Head towards increased generator range and go from there. Automaton can come back and do this coal so that he's out in the cold where it doesn't matter. That's on a long shift. Are these on long shifts? No, these are. They're not, but I don't really care. Yeah, that's all going fine, I think. And we're going to need a second sawmill, possibly. Might be overkill. Don't know yet. Scouts are arriving in a little bit. Automaton's on his way. God bless him. Everything's about to get a bit warmer, which is great. What's happened? First amputation. 3 hours till we sign a law, then we can sign in the care house. Care house is good. I like care house. So, workday starts, turn off the overdrive, let the generator, and it heats up as well, God bless. 1 hour till the scouts. Scouts should arrive soon, new law as well.
Time to get to work.
So they've arrived, can explore, get some coal and steam. We could go straight to Winterhome. Or we can go to this coal mine and try and set up. I think we're going to go straight to Winterhome. Cut off his leg. Don't give a damn. So that's been depleted. So we could get rid of it, or we could stick another one in there and get the coal thumper once that's done. So this will be a coal thumping area, I'm pretty sure. That's what I plan to do. Hopeful slightly, because the place was abandoned, blah blah blah. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about that. That's not our fault. We can take the engineer that is dismissed out and put another one in. Right, wood is back on the rise, that is great, so it means we might not need that second sawmill after all. We might just let it do its thing, and it might be okay. We've got a few too many sick folk by far. We're going to pop in another medical post, which might feel like a bit like overkill, but I am of the opinion that if you deal with the sickness ASAP, you've got a much higher chance of not being fucked. So we're going to turn that gathering post off, though we are going to reuse it. We're going to stick a thumper out there. Once we've got the tech, we'll stick a second gathering post, a thumper, and that'll be our coal section, and we'll put a sawmill there, and then we'll see if we can get a steam hub. Steam core, steam hub, I can't remember. One of those out there to heat those people up when they're working. I need to remember not to heat up my beacon or my snow pit, so we're going to heat this way if we're heating this way at all. Hunters things generally don't need damn all anyway, so they're fine. 3 people are hungry, but we do have enough like rations and stuff, so that's okay. That shouldn't be an issue. The sickness is an issue. We're dealing with it. A quick check on all this. Right, let's put some heaters on in the places where they're actually working. What's that? A medical post? It can't be done yet, but yeah, those all having the heaters on should reduce the number of sick, because we did have. We should have done that much sooner. That was a pretty big mistake. Hope's taking a bit of a ding. Unpopular decision, don't care. Controversial law, don't care. High discontent, interesting. And that's because bad food, bad health, cold, overtime work. Oh, those are permanent modifiers. Oh, because we have the 2 places that are working way too much. So this is no longer a huge priority. We can put that back. The workshop, I actually want to keep them churning out. I do not want them resting up. We're going to take this guy that's in treatment and dismiss him. And they're all either in treatment or going to treatment. Shit. So ironically we can't get the staff in the medical place because they're all sick. Which might have something to do with them being out here. That is pretty cold. Let's take them off that. Do we? No, we kind of need that coal. We can't have 14 workers not gathering coal. Or maybe we can. Maybe we can. I'm going to take them off it.
The shift is ending.
Shift's ending. It's chilly. Let's put the overdrive on and then power through. They're going to get that done. Beautiful. So during the night we can then get our resources going. So it's a coal thumper. There, I think. That is a weird way, like, for it to do. Anyway, put it there, and a second gathering post next to it, and then just road that from the corner to there, and that will be our coal sorted out. So once this lot gets screwed, no worries. And now we can start afresh. Automaton arrives, fantastic. We'll take everybody off and put the automaton onto the sawmill. Freezing homes. Discontent will rise, and I'm okay with it. It will rise a lot more if I make a promise and then break it, so I am not doing that. Scouts have reached it. Dead bodies. They're all fucked. We're on our own. 2 steam cores. Hope falls, of course it does. And that prompts the Londoners thing, I guess? Yeah, that's the Londoners thing immediately. We choose faith and again, we take the House of Prayer for sure. And then we need to build one. We need to hit as many houses as possible with said church. It's well insulated, so I think we can just stick it there and road it up. Right, these boys have quite a lot of resources on them and stuff. Do I want to send them back, or do I want to send them to the coal mine? Let's send them to the coal mine, then send them home, so that we get maximum exploration done and then bring everything back in one go. Where are my engineers all working? Are any of them working where they shouldn't be? No, everyone's actually correctly done. Let's take... Are there any child workers out and about? So we want none there. The unconvinced wants to leave. No. Londoners. Yeah. So we're getting the children to be unemployed as much as possible. Yeah, looks like we've got no children working right now, so that's good. But we really need wood. It's costing us really badly not to have it. Why is none of this stuff getting built? We've got so many people unemployed. Where the hell is everyone? Have I paused? No. So what's going on? What the hell is going on? I don't need a steelworks yet. I don't need any of this. I'll start the thing just because it's going to take me forever to get that going. Seriously, why is no one building my stuff? I've got 28 people unemployed here. Why the hell aren't they building? They should be... Okay, they are. So we can fill the thumper. Fill the gathering post. Turn this gathering post back on. It's full up. And that gets everybody... That gets my coal situation well in hand. Yeah, unemployed people generally don't work, except in this game, they are the people that go and build stuff. So... if you have everybody employed and everybody's working or being treated or whatever, then nobody builds the stuff that you tell them to build. So you need some people that are unemployed to actually build stuff that's under construction. Or at night, when everyone's gone, that they're not working, then they'll go and actually work. And whoa, I thought I turned that overdrive off ages ago. That's bad news. So it's a bit ironic, but actually you need some... Yeah, exactly. We need worth it. Yeah, that is exactly right. You are not wrong. Right, let's get some prayer going. That'll get some hope. We can get a second house of prayer going over here. And that will fulfill our promise. So the unemployed 8 folk should go and build that church. And do the work of the Lord. Of course they're not, just to prove me wrong. God, we are getting too many sickos. Sick people. So we're about to get an unbelievable amount of wood and everything and food and all sorts because my scouts have been out forever. Oh no, because they're going to the coal mine. They're not actually coming home yet. But when they do get home, it's going to be amazing. Umayya's looking like a building site at the minute. Is it really? Everyone just like everything's under construction, nothing's getting finished. Ah, I hate that.
Finish your labors, people. The workday is up.
So I don't seem to have enough food coming in at all, so we're going to go for the additional hunter's hut, I think. And take some people off coal. So they've reached the coal mine, explore, that gets us a ton of coal. I'm only going to take the stored coal because I want to get that set up eventually. Send them back to our city. And the lost survivors are about to arrive en masse, I think. Yep, that is a big problem. Okay, so we need tents, 1, 2, and we're going to need 4, in fact. Oh, sweet Jesus. Faith is good and helpful. New people arrive. Wonderful, kind of. but that means we are definitely going to need more meds. Second church built. Good news. My god, we need wood. We really need wood. Let's get a second sawmill with the next 10 that we get. Come on. Oh, that was the guy that we amputated his arm forcefully, yeah. Need a bit more wood to actually be able to connect this bloody sawmill. So they should get that building and get that done. We've got so many unemployed people. Stuff that, like, this stuff should be absolutely flying up. And it's not. It annoys me. I'm off to play some DBD before bedtime. Catch you later. Yeah, no worries. Have a good night. Thanks again very much for the subscription. It means a lot. It's really nice to get people supporting. It's yeah, really. Can't stress it enough. Thank you. Complete my roads, ye bastards. Actually, let's put the heater on out there, and let's put the heaters on in these 3 places, so that these people stop getting so sick. Oh, that's a medical post, so we definitely need it on there, and it is already on out there. Okay. New run indeed. The previous one was doomed, although it went a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I thought we were proper fucked. But turns out we were marginally less boned than I had previously thought. So, these two should solve the homeless issue. Good. Now we need... Have we got any engineers? Yes, so we need another medical post. Nice and quick. Do you have a bethane too much that you could give away? I might have a bethane somewhere. I think I used the bases, so I don't think she has any bases. Do you have bases? And thank you very much, Grey Knight V6, for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the content, my friend. Yes, I can. Remind me, and I can probably bring that to the tabletop. I won't remember if you tell me like during the stream because I'm not thinking about it. But remind me when I'm off, and I will get that sorted. Entreatment people can all go away, please, and then we will fill it up just with engineers for now. And we desperately need lots of different things. So we need 50 wood so that I can start going to the next age. Oh, thank you, my sweet. Thank you. I need 50 wood. Very fast, preferably. We've got 2 sawmills working full time. It really shouldn't be that hard. Come on. There we go. So we get the drawing boards upgrade, that is nice. Our generator is recovering nicely from that earlier huge overdrive that we did by accident. This coal is still sticking around actually, that's going to be there for a little bit, that's good. We've got this constant coal situation that's been sorted over here. We've now got double sawmill, double coal. We've got no steel at all, but these guys are going to fix the wood problem in a moment. But then we've got 4 cores, so I think if we get a core out here in my little industry area, keep these people a bit warmer, Have I got heaters on in all of those places? Yes. Good. I think we need one more medical centre. We need 25 wood, so as always, we've just not got enough of whatever it is that we need. Pretty standard by now. You're putting it on a Pharaoh body. What's what's this? Oh, you're trying to make that Riot Quest model, but by using Bethane somehow. And do you actually need Bethane or do you need Belphegor? Yeah, chatbot, you tell them. Oh, we can sign in some laws. Let's sign in some laws. So, evening prayers, shrines. Evening prayers.
New law! A new law has passed.
So, people are a bit peckish. But I've got 3 hunters, and I've got, like, hunters are... my hunters have been upgraded and I've got 3 hunters, so I've got 45 people gathering food. I do not know how much more I can do about food other than going straight to hothouse production once I get to tier 2. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe that's exactly what it's telling me. We're overdoing coal production quite a bit. So maybe it is time for another workshop. Maybe put a steam hub out here actually and get all these people a bit warmer. So that's 1 for you guys. I need to avoid heating the snow pit, so I think we don't actually do that one, but we do put one there. That seems good. And we can get a second workshop. Maybe pop it out here. These guys will come back and solve quite a few issues in a moment. What's happened here? Cold homes. Heat some homes. Am I planning to heat any homes? Honestly, no. Telling people I was going to heat their homes has got me boned more times than I would like to admit, so I'm not doing it. Fuck them. Heat your own homes. Have sex. Right. Scouts have returned with a lot of coal, a lot of wood. In fact, that's probably just put us over our coal limit. Very annoying. Let's just turn those all off for a bit. Right, so several things have happened. First, we can put engineers in there. Second, our guys can go out again and discover some new stuff. So American camp, or we can go out to there. We don't need any of that stuff, so let's go and do the American camp. Go. I don't have any more engineers. I absolutely do have more engineers. They're in the wrong places though. Bosh bosh, bosh bosh. There we go. Replace with workers. Does a heater need to be on in here? Nope. Building insulation is high. Let's check the temperatures everywhere. That place definitely needs a heater on. That place has one, but it's chilly. Right, we need to get that generator range upgrade as fast as we can once this is done. That is already on as best it can. I don't want to do another emergency shift because discontent will start to kick me eventually. Wood is now getting really high, but I think we'll just spend it, so that's not so much of a problem, honestly. Do we need any of these things? Not really. We could build a resource depot, but honestly I think it's better to just get things spent. Let's get... No, cookhouse isn't an issue either. Somehow we managed to use up all of that food that we got immediately. Not good. So I think yet another medical post is going to be the way to go short term. Don't think we need any more snow pits. We've not got that many dead people, so it should be alright. Honestly, I think we've got everything that we need right now. We've just not quite got enough engineers to do it all, basically. We can pull some off the places where they're not supposed to be. So, like, the 3 that are in the coal thumper will come and deal with this in a minute, but other than that, I think we're doing alright. London has gained some followers, because they're a bunch of bastards.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
Things get a bit chilly for a while, not much we can do about that. So we've got drawing board, we get straight into generator range, because otherwise people are going to freeze their arse off. Actually, we are just going to have to build this resource depot, I think. Are these all off? Yeah, they're all off, so there's no reason that should be full, and we can just keep spending wood. No, I refuse. I'm not making a resource depot. I'm not doing it. The church is pumping the hope out. Just turn that off for a little bit. Oh, we need those engineers, so 1, 2, 3. Put them in there, put the heater on. Try and handle some more sick. And then once we get this generator range thing, that'll be good, and we can put the coal back on. In fact, we can probably put the coal back on now. Wood is still being spent like hell, I suppose. We can build 1 resource depot, then I'll do 1. Oh, fuck you guys. Damn it. This is a failure. This is an admittance of failure in structural form. Also should be noted, I need to get steelworks next, because otherwise at some point I'm going to need some steel for something and I'm not going to have it, and that's going to be sad times. I think I'm going to put these workshops both on longer shifts. Damn the discontent. Quick check of everybody's temp. So not great, but once the improved generator range comes online, I think a lot of these places will get going again. Speed this through a tiny bit. Yeah, looks like we are getting less and less sick folk. Now, are we going to manage that generator range thing before these guys have to go to bed? Go on, make it, make it. Yay! Exactly. So, they're united by faith, that's great, and then look at that. Boom, these places all get warmer again, and those guys are at least getting sort of held a bit, and we'll overdrive it, and that should now... Yes! Yes, 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 yes. So the workshop is chilly. Let's turn that heater on. Doesn't seem to make much of a difference. Anyway, never mind. No research goals. So we can either do generator power to get everybody a bit warmer. You reckon improved houses to stop people? Because my issue is we've got a few options here, right? more scouts is definitely not correct. So we can rule that out. Generator power. We could go for generator power, just generally heat the shit out of... Because, like, if we go for upgraded houses, then we have to upgrade all of those houses. If we just go for increased generator power, we get, like, everybody warm immediately, which I'm a big fan of. But it does cost us a lot of coal. Yeah, eats a lot of coal. Coal mining, is that... So either we go for generator power and then coal mining, which seems pretty good, let's be honest. Or... Well, first of all, I do need a steelworks, because otherwise I can't get any more steel. What does the hothouse do again? So it creates 26 raw food a day. I've got a lot of cores. I've got like 5 cores. Because I rushed generator range instead of using cores. So I've only got 1 core on my... Let me bring back to my city and pause. Right, so what we've got is we've got 1 core here that's just keeping my industry guys not freezing their tits off, and then I've rushed generator range and then tried to build everything within a 2 block radius of the generator, which has been pretty successful. The only thing that are out is this workshop and this church. Fuck 'em. You reckon steelwork into coal mine into hothouse. You see, I'm thinking generator power needs to be in there somewhere, or houses, because otherwise, all of these people, they're currently warm, but it's only because we're overdriving. And... Does it? I thought it got colder, not warmer. Oh, it gets warmer. Oh, that's very good news. Alright, so we'll probably get away with it. Well, either way, I think what we all agree is that we need some steel and the ability to get steel, otherwise we're likely to get fucked by something. So, that's what we're doing first. Right. Number of sick is actually coming down. It was like 20 odd a minute ago that weren't being dealt with, so that's good. We don't have any engineers that we... So even if we built another... It wouldn't help us. We want to pass the care house law as soon as we can to then build that. Yeah, everything seems to be sort of just about stable at the moment. Need to not forget that the thing is currently in overdrive. And then let's see what happens with our scouts in about an hour. Here we go. Let's see what happens with the scouts. So we get another steam core? Holy god. And a lot of steel, so that just solved the steel problem. How irritating. Anyway, let's go to the next settlement. No need to hang about. Coal now needs to be back on. What's happened here? Writing on the wall. Send a cleric. Are these guys all now working? Have we turned all these on? Yep, so my coal production is up at full, I think. Nope, we can turn this one back on. Get even more coal. So far we've got both of our workshops on overtime, and I think that's worth it. I think we do just want to keep pumping out these techs. It's worth the discontent. We've currently not got a huge discontent problem. I'm more than happy with... Oh shit! Stop the overdrive, should have stopped that ages ago. Fortunately it'll get warm soon. Steelworks researched, so let's immediately get one of those cranked out. This side makes the most sense. It's closest road-wise. Do I want the road going that way? For now, let's say yes. Alright, so then, what do we research next? So, one option was the core, but the other option was the housing. I'm going housing. I've gone back on my earlier words, because we're using too much core. No, I've just remembered to turn the overheating off. I fucked it up earlier. It was on much longer than it should have been, but it's now been solved, and by the time that it sort of would be needed again, the temperature will rise for a little bit, so I think we'll get a very slight reprieve. I want to put care home into effect. Here we go. And then I want to get one built. Can't get it within the generator range. Gonna have to put it within the steam hub range, I guess. Does that put it... How do I tell whether it's in the steam hub range? Oh, because it lights that thing up. Cool. So if I put it there, it's within range. Nice. You want a second squad exploring? I don't know, my exploring squad are doing just fine, and then I get an outpost squad, right? And then they go and get me a bunch of coal and all as well. Oh, is there? Okay. It looked like they were doing a good job to me. I thought they were doing alright. To be honest, I mean, yeah, we obviously, we want a second squad, but look how much shit we want. You know, so I think we're going to have to prioritise. So the thing that I now need is steel, and luckily I am working on it, and I need as much... there's one squad can't get everything that's out there. Yeah, well, I mean, I think that's okay. I think you don't need to get everything. Obviously it'd be nice, but a lot of things in this game would be nice. Let's turn this back on, because I'm going to spend a lot on these bunkhouses. A few people there. Yeah, let's send the cleric. That's why we've got them. Can we do any more praying? No, no praying. So they've reached the settlement. Explore. Lots of wood and another cord. Sweet Jesus. We'll send them back to the cave and then back home to bring all the stuff that they've got, because I think we're going to need some of it at some point. Resource for storage not specified. Coal. There you go. Your first 32k, wonderful. What was that with? Was that with the Huntress or with the Spirit? Hag? Wow. You really liking her? I've never played Hag. Four, 5, 7, and 8. Very, very nice. Oh, well, that's cool. I'm glad you found a killer that you really like. I mean, to be honest, you like a lot of the killers, don't you? You seem to be pretty happy in general with the killers. So that heater wants to be on eventually. These heaters are all on. Good stuff. She has the same kind of mind game quality that the Spirit has. Yes, yes, I would agree with that. I think the Hag, from what I know, is fairly add-on reliant. So if you play her with no add-ons, it's not amazing, and if you play her with some good ones, she's really quite good. Or can be. How's this care house coming along? Yeah, it's going to get done in a second. Let's just speed it along. Care house promise, hope fulfilled, marvellous. So the steelworks is a perfect place for a steam hub. You want the production facility to be warm, but only during work hours. Okay. I think we can do that. Alright, cancelling. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'll just let them build that road and then we'll deal with it. Right, how's the care home doing? Is that full? No, not even close. Great. Any praying? Not yet, but we're getting there. These guys are all kind of fine. A little bit sick, but getting there. How's the temperature situation? Bit chilly, but not the end of the world. Kruker says, I've just hang on, I'm just going to pause for a sec because I feel like I'm missing some chat and I don't want to. Let's keep up with what everybody's saying. So going back, Matthias says, I like mind game killers. The Huntress seems really off at the moment. When you say the Huntress seems really off, you mean you're really off with the Huntress, right? Because there's nothing wrong with the Huntress. She's still an amazing killer and frankly top notch as far as I can tell. Kruker says, I've just played a game, 3 games with the shape level 50 without killing more than 1 survivor, and then I've played a single game with a level 5 trapper and utterly destroyed the survivors, killing all of them. Yeah, well, you're not going to get me to have any sympathy for you with playing Myers. I can't stand the bastard. And the trapper is really pretty good. He's not like top tier, but he's very solid second tier. Like, he's just below and has some potential, and you have to play him a bit well. And he's got his own specific playstyle, but he can be decent. But well done, well done. Really strong on low ranks. Well, yeah, you say that, and then there's me that's running into traps every 5 seconds, so he's alright at higher ranks as well, honestly. Well, I don't watch my step either. I am absolutely woefully bad at avoiding traps. No. No argument. Well, as soon as my the emote that I've already got you isn't actually working for me at the moment, which is kind of irritating. I'm going to take this automaton off. Oh no, I'm about to heat this place up. Put the automaton back on, cancel all that. What's happening here? Clerics beaten. We need Faith Keepers within 3 days. Yeah, I'll get Faith Keepers, fuck it. So we need to get people in there. Best way to get people in there is take them all off wood because we're on full, put them all on there, and then overtime that bitch because we need the steel. The factory wants to work over hours always. What factory? We don't have a factory. Oh, right, okay, steelworks, right. We can turn that sawmill off for a moment. If we turn it off, its heater is, like, automatically on, right? The heater is automatically off if the place is off. The heater should not be taking any coal. I mean, the heater is still on. Yeah, let's just turn it off. Try and remember to put it back on again later if we need to. Right, steam hub over here just needs to go a tiny bit to the left. Right. Road. Left a little bit. Steam hub. There. Stop being a wanker. Right. Road. Up 1. Steam hub. This is the most useless fucking... I hate you, Skelly, I do. I just want you to know that. Right. That's sorted. We need more medical posts. I've got about as many medical posts as it's possible to have. Are all these heaters on? Yeah, they are. Once these bunkhouses get done and everybody's houses get a bit warmer, that might be good. Also, we didn't use the we couldn't use the overdrive because I overdrived it earlier, so that should be good. These guys are coming back with a shit ton of wood that we don't need. But if we get so now we get the bunkhouses. Now we get to spend as much of it as we possibly can. People, bunkhouse, whack, whack. Oh, that's why we needed the steel. Yeah, I remember. Okay, it's all coming together. Don't worry. tech. We don't possibly... We now have the wood. Yeah, we can spend the wood on this, but we don't have the steel. Fuck this. I hate all of you. Right, we could get more scouts. Scary was excited about scouts. Or we can get coal mining. Food isn't a massive issue yet. No, it is a bit of an issue. People are already starting to get seriously hungry. Let's get hot houses. We need 10 steel for that, so we'll wait a second, get 10 steel. 8, 9, 10. And then get hot houses going. Fuck your scouts. Fuck them. Right, everybody's working there, which is good. Those are getting built eventually. Hope's a bit low, but we should be able to... Yes, there you go. Insta-fix. You say that now, but you will cry. Cry, I say, when you burn in the fiery end of the game and you did not find the solar deflecting platings. Yeah, if my issue is burning in this place, I'll live with it. I think we can take this guy off this, because those guys are going to come with a lot of... so let's turn that off, turn the heater off. Speed things up a bit.
Night is coming. Down.
Coal piles depleted. Which coal pile? Starving and angry. Let's feed them and increase the food supply. 2 days to feed everyone. Or tell them to get boned. 2 days, so we've got the hot houses coming. Can we in 2 days get the hot house research finished? Build them. Yeah, I think we're going to try to. I've told them all to get fucked so many times. So we didn't have that option. We had either feed all the hungry, or feed the hungry and stockpile extra food, or tell them to fuck off. And our discontent is already really high. How much does a hothouse take to build? Doesn't take any steel at all, so we can actually spend this steel, I think, on just upgrading more bunkhouses. I think that is wise. Save it for research. I don't know. Oh yeah, I didn't even know. I need to keep an eye on that a lot more. I'm not even looking at it. And I need to wait for this law thing to go so that we can then do... But our guys are about to come back with about 200 and odd wood that I haven't spent. Have they got any steel? Yeah, they've got a bunch of steel as well. Right, we're upgrading. Fuck them. And then we get one more steel. Oh, we can change our resource thing to wood. Change wood. Is that going to bring any coal? No, good. Oh, they've reached the gloomy cave. They've not actually reached home. I thought they were reaching home. Shit biscuits. Do we need more survivors? It's 19 engineers. My god, I want 19 engineers. Risk attacking the bears. Attack the bears. The scouts died. Don't give a shit. Oh, I do give a shit. We just lost all that stuff. No! Maybe we can send the new set of scouts out to go and fetch the old set of scouts' bones. We need 5 citizens. Right. Where can we afford to lose them from? We can lose them from coal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys just became my new scouting party. Congratulations. Now, is it... so it's depleted. So I can't go and get my stuff back. So all the stuff that they had from the oh, the survivors bring it! Cheeky bastards. So, we can either go to a walled colony, a fishing village. Let's go to the fishing village, that sounds fun. Right, home we go. New law can come in soon. No praying just yet. London has gained more followers because they're a bunch of cocks. Right, we can get the Faith Keepers going on. Now we need a lot more steel, which would have been really handy to have. Bloody bears. So, hothouse is ready to go, so let's build it. We can stick it there, fuck it. Yep, and then we need some fresh research. So, because you're very excited about the scouts, I'm going to give you your scouts. Steam cores. We just used our first steam core. Blah blah. Yep. Gathering post. Resources depleted. Dismantle. And that should give us some spare workers. That should go and build this thing. Yep, 5 of them will do that. 5 of them will do this. Nice. We now need wood again, so we can turn this back on. Turn the heater on, fill it with folk. No thanks. Cool. Coal is becoming our issue, so we can switch this over to coal. Solved. I think we actually really need another steelworks. Because it's becoming a big problem. We need to upgrade all these houses and it's going to cost us a lot. Oh yeah, this road's a fucking mess. Like, imagine if it just went whoop, whoop, dink, we'd be fine. But no, this one... Whoever built that road was singing the Benny Hill theme tune when they did. Once we get to night, we can whack the overdrive on again for a bit. Few persuaded, cleric. So go to the heat overlay and turn off whatever you can. Also check steam hubs and set them correctly. So that's all getting a bit chilly now. And those are on overtime. So this one needs to be on the overtime schedule. And what's happening here? Oh, survivors reached the city. Great, so we can put a couple of engineers in there. We need 10 workers in the hothouse immediately. Get food going. And now we're going to need some more houses. Fortunately, we wanted to build some bunks anyway. So there's a bunk. And we can put one there. And that will house everybody. We've got easily enough people to actually build all this stuff. That's getting dismantled. That needs a road though. We'll just quickly connect it there. We can fill that up with people. And we've now got options. So, oh, first thing, we can build another scout group. So we've got 5 workers, haven't we? Second scout group. So these guys are doing all this bit. These guys are going out to the observatory, fucking. Right. We need this. So coal is going to become an issue. Wood's not really an issue. Medical post would be nice, but I mean, would be nice is not good enough in this game. Generator power would be nice, but same reasoning, so I think coal mining wins. That's getting dismantled, that's all getting built. Can the prayer thing? No, not quite. So that's sorting out that. So food is still a big issue. I want to get a second hothouse. We needed one last time, and I think it will really help. Can we fit one in? Oh, look at that. Like a glove. Which means we're putting that back on 24-hour. And then we can put a lot of people back to work here. Turn the heater on, turn it on. It's night time. How's everybody doing? Kind of fine. Sickness is kind of in hand. The coal pile is depleted, so the automaton needs to have something to do. Well, looks like he can go and get our steel for us. Meanwhile, the children can go and get the food sorted. That might have a lot of our issues solved. We've only got one cookhouse. Do we need more cookhouses? I mean, we don't. Our main problem seems to not be converting raw food to food rations. It's just not having any raw food. Are they still making soup? Good. Discontent is pretty high. I'm going to turn these guys back off so they're not overdoing it, and this one as well. For now, I want to bring discontent down because I get the impression that something's going to go wrong relatively soon, and I'd like to not be screwed. So, like, my hope is flashing red, and yet I only have good things going on. I think when we get the next flash of... Oh, can we do a law yet? No. People left? No. Everything seems to be doing okay. Like, I'm low on resources, but I think we're okay. And if we start to feed everyone, and it looks like we might just manage that. The hungry were fed. Cool. Woman in despair. Raise discontent or hope down. I'm actually good because we've just done a bunch of discontent goodness. So let's accept the discontent. Hope that that sort of solves itself over time. Bad food. Yeah, well, fuck you. At least there's food. How much I love that game for all the little tragedies. Yeah, yeah. No, I love this game in general. It's just really, really good. Right, what else do we need? How's our care home doing? That is not full up at all. That's good. We've got the 2 hot houses, so food should be good for quite a long time now. We want coal mining finished, and then we immediately get coal mines on the go, which means we're probably going to need a steam hub over there. So there's the coal mine. Let's get one built. Meanwhile, we are going to want to go to the next level fairly soon, possibly right now. Right now. While we're not in a panic, it's a good time. So, resources, coal mine. Pretty obviously going to go there, I think. Yeah, there's no way it's going there, it's going there. Then we need a road. Shortest route is that way. No one is ill, no one is hungry, you're doing good. Yeah, yeah, so far this run seems to be going rather well. I realise that we've gone past the sort of specified stream end time, but fuck it, I'm in charge. So we're carrying on for a little bit while we're on a winner. Probably finish in about 10 minutes. Oh, one set of scouts have made it somewhere. They get some more explorers. Escort. Send. Send. I've not got time for that. Go to the crash site. They're going over there. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm not escorting them. Not unless I really need people to live. The number of Londoners is relatively low, but we can start looking at some faithy nonsense to maybe get the temple going and start getting them converted if it's all possible, for which we're going to need more wood and steel. Are both of my... woodworkers doing stuff? Well, if and when those survivors get back, we can stick a couple of them on wood. But wood is being a bit of an issue now. Am I fighting around with a third sawmill, really? So, 10 people. I think we can take all the workers off that and put them all in there. No, that is foolish. We'll take them all out of there, take them automaton off, put them there, and put the automaton there where it's cold. And we'll just turn that one off for now. Which means we need the heater on here. Is the heater on? No, heater needs to be on, I think. Yeah, everybody's toasty except for the sawmill. Well, bad luck. That one was already on, I think. Oh, wow, it's not. Bad news. Right, the sawmills, we could take some discontent and put them on overtime. I think that's what we're doing. Because wood is an issue. Food theft. Let them be, cause I can't do anything about it. These guys explore, get me another core. A lot of wood, dismantle the huts, won't be able to build an outpost. Fishing village, so that would be an outpost for food. Food is going to be okay for ages. 275 wood is quite a lot. I'm going to dismantle them. Bollocks to it. Go back home and deliver. Thank you. Why doesn't our captain do something about these thieves? You are these thieves, you penis. Oh, we can do, yeah, a bit of spiritual leadership. Right, how's everyone doing? A bit chilly, but not the end of the world. Right. Was I trying to spend wood? Oh yeah, on the faith structures. So we need the temple and the faith keepers and so on and so forth. I haven't got the wood to do it, you penis. I need to build these faith buildings that I forgot. I also haven't got any workers to build them, even when I actually get the wood to build them. Like now. So now we can get that temple. God, that is a big building. Does it need to be warm in any way? Well, on the off chance that it does, we'll put it there, and then later on it can catch the... if we get the generator, if we get the steam hub range upgrade, if such a thing exists, then eventually that will catch it. Some more survivors should be arriving in fairly soon. Let's have a look. So, food quality. People are complaining. Standard food rations, or not address this. Yeah, I can solve that. Go on then, let's go back to standard food. We've got enough food, and I need to deal with discontent and hope, so if we can get them somehow to solve it. Right, now we've got enough to start upgrading these bunks. Right, hold on. So these guys have just reached wherever, so they find wooden food, good stuff. You can go out to the Tesla City. Right, now we've just researched level 2, so we've now got some serious possibilities. What's this? Coal mining optimization, 10%, don't give a damn. Gathering post insulation, nope, don't care. Steam sawmill, get my wood problems up a bit. So that's 100 wood a day, this is 60 wood a day, so that's almost a 70% increase. That is really good. That is 59 up from 34, that is about a 50% increase. Wall drill, what does a wall drill do? Drills into the walls, uncovering trees, blah blah blah. Are we running out of trees? There's quite a few trees still left there. Quite a few still left there. I think we're alright. I think we don't need to rush that one out. Probably get it next But that means that whatever we pick now has to be right, because... Oh, what's a factory? Factory seems nice. As does the outpost, actually, because outpost could go and get ourselves those... I'm going to go cheeky. I'm going outpost. I want to go and get that coal mine and wood place and all that sort of stuff. Extra amputees getting back to work would be nice, though. What's happened here? Restless group. Cleric, off you go. Can my churches do their bit? Yep, there we are. Have a service. We don't yet have the people, but we will do very shortly to possibly build that second coal mine. At which point we might want a steam core to keep them a bit warmer, because otherwise they're going to freeze their tits off. Whoo! Wow, that really dicked our hope. Oh well. Produce standard rations, we're trying to do that. Build and man the Faith Keepers. Where is the Faith Keepers? I built that somewhere, didn't I? Oh, that's this. No, that's the temple. The Faith Keepers is out here. Boom. Now, when these guys arrive in about 40 minutes, right now, for example, then we can fix it. Faith Keepers get in there. Good news. Right, what's happened down here? Survivors arrive. Good. Extra person in there. The temple's going. Good news. Get the service. And now I need 5 houses. And I can build precisely none. Good. Three. I've got 48 homeless. How'd you work that out? Each one provides 10. 48. That's 50. Oh, these have been kicked out of their homes, have they? Huh. That is a stupid system. Okay. So we're on the edge of being okay here. We're on the edge of being alright. Let's pop a couple of engineers in there. We can turn that back on, which seems like a good idea. Let's do that. Put the heater on, fill it with kids. Engineers. They are, neither of them are working overtime because the discontent was a bit of an issue earlier, but I think now we're going to have to admit the fact that they both need to be on overtime, because otherwise we're going to get hurt. Right, let's have a look. How many? We've got 4 on overtime, and 2 of which are our factory. Oh no, we did get those back, so it's our sawmills. Yeah, our sawmills and our steelworks. Honestly, I think that is correct. That's an automaton, so he doesn't need to be. Those are all now working. That's good. 7 people left over. Seems about right. Yeah, yeah. Just quickly check the heat situation. Heater on in the Faith Keepers. What's that? Hothouse needs to be heated. Yeah, that's fine. So that's all done. So, we need to feed some folk. We need to get 3 more houses, and for that we need 30 steel approximately, or we're just going to have to build some tents and then deal with it later, I suppose. Well, thank you for following. I like how you've subscribed before you followed. Well done. But I appreciate that. Oh, I see. Well, to be honest, later on when because I'm trying to get in touch with another streamer who uses the same software for the alerts and stuff. So I'm trying to find out why it is that the notifications and the little graphics aren't coming up. And once I've had that session with him and finally sort of hopefully got it a bit more likely to be working, if you could do that again, unfollow, follow, then hopefully it'll pop up. Oh shit! Just hit my pop filter. There we go. Then we can test it and we'll see. Yeah, like at the moment nothing comes up. The sound comes up, but the graphic doesn't come up. So at some point I will try and get it fixed. So I think we're going to save it there. Let's save there. We'll save over this one. And now if we try and load a game, it's Kiriam 15. There we go. Cool. So, interesting sort of first run. I really enjoyed that. So the run at the start of the stream where things went pretty horribly about halfway through the stream, but it did allow me to learn a lot of lessons about trying to stop like sick cascade issues going on, about making sure that the Londoners are sort of kept under wraps with the faith stuff. Some orders of researching things, making sure my scouts were out a lot earlier, which they were. In this game, I got that beacon out really, really early. I mean, I made some fuck ups, so they didn't get out there doing their thing a little bit, but yeah. Good night, Scary. Have a great evening. I am back tomorrow, as always, but this time, according to the weekly schedule, which you can find on the Discord. There's a channel in there in the Honest Side stream section called Weekly Schedule, and it'll tell you what I'm playing or planning to play. At least it's not, gospel. But in other words, tomorrow night will be some Dead by Daylight, and I'm probably playing Killer this time. So I've been doing a lot of Survivor stuff recently, so I think we're going to just have a good long session playing quite a bit of Nurse, and then when I get frustrated as hell, we'll switch back over to Survivor for a little bit. But my Nurse is getting pretty frightening, and I'm quite pleased with how my blinks are getting. I'm sort of getting back to that stage where I could land next to people a bit more reliably, or at least not fuck it quite as hard as I have been recently. So nice to see the progress. Happy with that. What else is there to discuss? Still looking for suggestions. You'll notice that if you look at the weekly schedule, one of the things I'm playing next week is Darkest Dungeon, and the reason for that is because one of the subscribers, Voita, put in the suggestion box 9,999 suggestions, all of which were Darkest Dungeon. And so just, A, I think it's a good idea, but B, to prove that I'm listening, he's put something in the suggestion box, and all I'm saying is that it's now already in the weekly schedule for next week. I'm going to be playing it next Thursday. So if there are things that you want to see, please do engage on the Discord. It's the best place to get things stream related going. I am paying attention, and so we're getting that done. Right, have a wonderful evening. Thank you all very, very much for coming along. Robin, if you're still here, once again, many thanks for the subscription. That's very kind of you. And I hope you're all well. I'm out. I'm tired. Which is why I'm now repeating myself in a loop.